Hello there and welcome to another one of these Lexical Lab 1 minute English videos. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website www.lexicallab.com to find out more about our online courses. The other day in one of my classes we were talking about free time activities, and the conversation turned to different sports and stuff like that people do when they have a moment to themselves. And one of my students was talking about how she loves going skiing, and in the area she lives in she gets quite a lot of snow, and so she does a lot of cross-country skiing, which is basically when you're skiing on a fairly flat kind of area. I tried it once up in the north of Finland and was a bit of a spectacular failure, to be honest. But she said, I can do cross-country skiing no problem, but I'm not sure I could handle alpine skiing. I've never tried it. Alpine skiing, as you might imagine, is when you're skiing down quite steep slopes. As I pointed out, yeah, that's a whole other kettle of fish. If you say that something is a whole other kettle of fish, or a whole different kettle of fish, you basically mean that it's very different to the thing that you've just been talking about. So, as any of you who've had inadequate native speaker teachers, such as I was when I was a much younger teacher, will know, just because you know a language doesn't mean you can do anything with it, or that you can explain it in any capacity. You know, in any subject, I guess, that you're teaching, having knowledge is one thing, but being able to communicate that knowledge in a meaningful way to the people you're teaching is a whole other kettle of fish. Sometimes when you're looking at political parties, you might think, oh, I'm not quite sure who to vote for. These guys, yeah, I like their domestic policies quite a lot, but their foreign policy, whew, that's a whole different kettle of fish. It's also something I've sometimes used when talking to teachers about grammar. Teachers will ask me things like, what about cleft sentences? What about dramatic inversion? We have to teach it because it will be tested. It's going to be in the exam. And sometimes I respond by saying, well, I don't think so. I mean, if they're taking the Cambridge exams, the Cambridge suite of exams like FCE or CAE, they don't explicitly test grammar. The teachers then reply by saying, oh, I meant our national state exams. Ah, I usually reply, well, that's a whole other kettle of fish. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button. Please share it with your friends, your students, your colleagues, and in the comments section below. We'd love to see examples of how you might use a whole different kettle of fish.